Hello everybody, it's Margaret here with 60andMe. I hope you're doing well today. Welcome to a brand new day of your life. We are on a journey here of aging. 60andMe is a community of women all around the world, and we're all trying to do our best to make the most out of this incredible time. Now, I have a topic today that is near and dear to my heart, and I've waited a little bit to do this video this year because at the beginning of the year, travel didn't seem like it was going to be a possibility for anyone. Even given the restrictions changing, it just felt like everybody was holding back, waiting for the spring, waiting for the moments to things to become easier. And so I did some research just to get an idea of where there is recommendations to travel around the world. And I found an article by CNN. I think it was CNN Traveler. It was travel trends for 2022, and I think it was published at the beginning of the year, because that's when you do those travel articles. But I felt this was the time, like now, later in the year, when people might be thinking about travel. So what were the places that they said? And they have this whole list, and there's another article on Travel and Leisure. I'll actually link you to these two places, but I think it was the Travel and Leisure that had a list of 30 places, not countries, but cities and places. And it was everything from Abruzzo, Italy, Alaska, Antarctica, to Udaipur, Wales, and Yucatan, A to Z. Every place you could imagine. And there was a little explanation of why they thought that those places would be good for you to consider. Now, at this moment, as I'm recording this, I don't know whether or not there's still restrictions. Who knows what can be happening from day to day. So everything I'm saying here is just kind of just food for thought. It's just ideas. And something might have happened in any of those places that you think, I'm not going there. But it was an amazing list, and it was so diverse. Udaipur, for example, I've been to Udaipur, and it's a beautiful place. It's in Rajasthan, and India is a passion for me always, and I just love it. Wales is on my list today, or for this year, because my dad was born in Wales, in Brecon, and I've never been there. I've never been to that part of the country, and I just would like to go and check it out. And I mentioned this before, but you probably, if you look at that list, you'll find 5 or 6 or 50 that you want to do. But anyway, this survey that I think was done by by Booking.com. Is it Booking.com? It was like 25,000 people were interviewed. So it was a good representation of where people wanted to travel. And of course, there's some trends. And I want to talk to you about those trends because I think that they're interesting. And I think that into making your decision about where you want to go, to spend some of your precious holiday time and money, this might be interesting. First thing, of course, is restriction-free destinations. You can't travel anywhere where there's a restriction on your getting in or staying there, or making it too difficult for you to have to take tests and whatever. At this moment, things are calming down a little bit. A lot of countries are opening up. Bali, for example, is opening up at this moment, but I have to qualify it all because we all know from the last 2 years, anything can happen. But anyway, restriction-free destinations will be the first trend. That's where people are going to want to go. Makes sense. 2022 will finally be the time that people feel like they're ready and able to branch out to make new connections. So they'll be going to places where they can connect with people, maybe even in a more structured way, in a retreat center or something that's a little bit more organized. But those kinds of places where you're enclosed in a place where everything's taken care of for you, where you don't have to go out too much, where you just, the meals are provided, it's all inclusive. Those are the places that the Booking.com and Travel and Leisure and CNN talk about. Those are the places that people will go. Second, the third thing is the anticipation of the journey will become just as important as the destination. And I know for a fact that planning a trip, especially my train journeys and other things I do where I have to go quite to a detail of even timings and connections, I just love that. And so the planning, the anticipation will be as important and as valuable and as beautiful as the destination itself. I think that our emotions are just so heightened that we just want to do something and plan it and live it and be it, and even just doing that planning is joyful. I think that's really, really true. The next the next trend that these groups tend to say is that vacations will become strictly work-free. Now, I don't know about this because I always take my computer with me wherever I go, and I'm always on 60andMe, of course. But I think people are changing their relationship to work. I know there's been this concept of the great retirement where people are just saying, I actually kind of like working from home. I think I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do my own thing and work my own business. And, this whole idea of working as a means to an end rather than just working because society says you work from 20 to 60 and then retire. It just doesn't work like that anymore. So I think there's a lot of pushback. And in doing that, people will be not taking their computer with them when they go on holiday. It'll be holiday, will be work-free on their terms, and enjoy. It'll be fun. It'll just be fun. Another thing is that travel will become, this is according to these reports, travel will become a very important way of self-care. So when you've been through 2 years of a pandemic and you're feeling a little bit stressed, travel will become a way you will view it as a way of taking care of yourself. And again, all-inclusive holidays that are perhaps retreats, meditation, or, self-healing, self-caring. A lot of luxury lines. There's a new, I think it's MSC Cruise is launching a brand new cruise line for luxury travel. I think a lot of people will do one trip a year rather than 3, and they'll make it a special trip, make it like a luxury trip. I think the message I just wrote down, just say yes, is going to be the theme. It's going to be for me. This is just say yes for me. I'm going on this holiday. Another trend that's been highlighted is that people will be looking to make authentic connections with the local community. And I know for sure, now that I've been planning our trip to Bali with some 60andMe sisters, we have been working with a local hotel, a local tour guide, a local community, and I've been helping as we've gone through the last couple of years, helping to support some of those people that aren't able to work. I've just felt connected to the people who I know I'm going to meet, hopefully, and people that are going to be part of the planning and the execution of my holiday. The next one I've written down is people will be saying yes to travel. I've said the word, but making up for lost vacation time. How many people that are watching this video have not been on a holiday in 2 years? I mean, I bet there's a lot. I have done some travel. I've gone to the UK to visit my family there. I have gone to, honestly, I did one cruise, but it was around the UK. I mean, it was around the Portsmouth. It was like a little 3-day weekend cruise and no ports, just on the ship. It was a Virgin cruise. It was lovely. But the vacations are going to become times now to make up for lost time, to do it, to have fun. People will continue to embrace technology to manage the continued unpredictability of the process. One thing that's really cool is that a lot of travel companies now are making it very easy to change. I have to give Eurostar credit. Eurostar, which I use when I take trains to the UK, they used to be just a nuisance, to change. You had to call them. But now, if you've got a Eurostar booking, you can just go in and change it just like that. And I've actually changed mine twice in the last year. I had a booking a year ago and I've had to change it. But it's super, super easy using technology, using the apps. So I think using apps, don't hesitate to install the apps, in my opinion. They can help you deal with unpredictability. And also, for example, when you're going into a country like England or Europe, anywhere in Europe, you might have to have a special paper, special passenger locator form. Most places are not requiring you now to take these PCR tests, but you might need to take one 2 days in or a week. There's different rules, and the only way to keep up to date with this, in my opinion, is to use your apps, because they are the fastest way to know what's currently needed. So booking.com, this is the one that did the actual 25,000 people. These are the top 8 trending destinations for travelers in 2022. I don't even know some of these places, but these are the top 10. Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, so my whole experience with Atlanta, Georgia has been Microsoft conferences, and you go to the conference, you go in the conference center, you come out, you go home. But so I've not explored Atlanta, but that's a place where a lot of people like to go. The other one is, I think it's called Taichung in Taiwan. Taiwan is a fascinating country, and I would love to go, but that's numbered. Well, I don't know if these are numbered in any. No, they're not ordered by preference. They're just the 10 or the 8. The third one is Gramado in Brazil. And I don't actually know where Gramado is. Does anybody know where Gramado is? Apparently that's going to be a destination, or at least maybe Brazil. It's had a bad hit with the pandemic. But the next one is Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. they've had some weather issues, I know, in the last couple of years and some challenges, but I know people who go there every year and love it. Dominican Republic. Brasov, Romania. Now, I've not been to Romania myself, but I want to go this year. It's a place where there's some cities, I think it's where Plovdiv and Sofia are. Pretty sure I'm going to take a train if I can down there. But Brasov, Romania. Llandudno, Wales. There's my Welsh one. I don't know where Llandudno. It's a tongue twister, like their whole languages. Anyway, that's in Wales. Montpellier in France, beautiful. I've been there, it's gorgeous. And Malacca in Malaysia. Well, Malaysia, Indonesia, sort of down the Bali way. But yeah, those are the places that Booking.com says a lot of people, I guess they must have given them like a lot of choices and they chose those 8 as their top preferences. So anyway, I hope it's been interesting to look at the trends and also the issues around travel in 2022. I'm really curious what you're going to do this year. I know a lot of people have decided to go see family. This has been the year of connecting with family. Maybe that should have been one of the trends, that finally you got a chance to go and be with your family. Certainly that's been the case for me. But is it a time now to go a little further afield? Go to some place that's a destination that you've always wanted to go, where you can rest, relax, do some self-care, self-love, and just enjoy finally some time away. Leave your comments in the section below. Let's have a little chat about vacation destinations that you're planning in 22, 23. And I hope that you get to do all your travel of your dreams. Take really good care, everybody. Stay safe and strong. Happy travels and be well. Bye-bye for now.